self-coined, and obviously it's involved in the name of your company, SingularityNET, the singularity. Do you think that this moment is going to arrive shortly after AGI, and what might happen when that does?
Yeah, this is a point on which I somewhat differ from my friend Ray Kurzweil, in that he forecasts human-level AI for 2029 and the singularity when AI becomes massively superhuman for 2045. I tend to think the gap may be smaller, because once you get a human-level AGI, I think it could be quite rapid for that AI to make a smarter AI, which makes a smarter AI, which makes a smarter AI, and you have what's called recursive self-improvement. So I would say if we got a human-level AGI in 2027, let's say, I would suspect we'll have a super intelligence by 2029 or 2030 or something, and then potentially you're in an era of incredibly massive changes.
Sure. And how do we ensure those changes benefit humanity?
I don't think we ensure that, but I don't think we can ensure that humanity is going to do well one way or another. We don't have a lot of insurance in life. I think we can maximize the odds of a positive outcome by paying attention to the way that we create and raise and educate and guide AIs as they become smarter and smarter. So we should have AIs doing beneficial things like education, healthcare, science, and not so much of selling people stuff they don't need, killing people, spying on them, stealing their money, and so forth. And in terms of the control and ownership of AI, my view is it's better if this is broad-based and more participatory across a lot of the world's population, rather than concentrated in a small number of people like one company or one government. Of course, these are controversial points. Some people feel safer if their own government or their own company is the one controlling the AI, and it's all a leap into the great unknown. We don't have a solid knowledge about the outcome, one way or another. On the other hand, it seems the AGI race is on, because the practical value of more and more advanced AI technology is clear. So the question isn't so much, are we going to create very smart machines? It's what kind of smart machines they're going to create and who's going to have input into the process.
Sure. And you've developed your own framework for AGI, the OpenCog Hyperon. What role does that system play, and how do you think that could evolve in the future?
Yeah, so I'm involved in a few different initiatives. So SingularityNET is a decentralized platform for AI with a focus on AGI, and we're in the middle of merging that with Fetch and Ocean, two other decentralized platforms, to make what we call the ASI, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. But all that's about, how do you take an AGI system and run it in a decentralized way so there's no single owner or controller. It's kind of agnostic as regard to how do you create the AGI itself, right? Like you could run deep neural nets on SingularityNET platform, you could run an evolutionary learning system, or you could run a hybrid system like the OpenCog cognitive architecture that I'm working on. And the idea with the OpenCog system and its new version, OpenCog Hyperon, is to take a number of different AI techniques, each of which has a long history in the AI field, and make them all interoperate very closely together on this one self-modifying distributed knowledge graph. So you have neural networks, you have logical reasoning systems, which are better at complex logical reasoning chains than neural nets currently are. You have evolutionary learning methods, which simulate the evolutionary process to be very creative, rather than just kind of recombining their inputs. And you put neurological and evolutionary AI methods together in this one big decentralized knowledge graph, and this is OpenCog system. Now, we played with this for a couple decades, but the reason we've been rebuilding the infrastructure of OpenCog for the last couple years, we want to be able to run at that huge scale, right? Like, so what we've seen with transformer neural nets leading up to large language models, we saw a bunch of old ideas from the AI field with a few upgrades deployed at massive scale, suddenly start doing way more things. So what we're going to find out in the next couple of years with our work on the new OpenCog version, can we take a bunch of these other old ideas from the AI field and jack them up massively to a much larger scale, will they also do much more amazing things, right? So I think so. So I think that the big lesson I draw from the success of LLMs and transformer neural networks is, scale is really important. Scale of processing, scale of data. Those algorithms are good, but there's a lot of other good algorithms in the AI field too. It happens those were the first AI algorithms that were really run at that humongous scale in a serious way. So I think what we'll see in the next few years between here and human level AGI is a whole bunch more AI algorithms, kind of minor variations on things a lot of us have been working on for a while, but deployed, a lot of processing power and a lot of data. And it will seem to the end user like, whoa, it's magic. New stuff is coming out year after year after year. Because what's happening is you're unleashing stuff the AI field has been working on for decades that was just never deployed at such scale before, right? So it's a quite interesting time to be doing AI. And if we can roll all this out on a decentralized network controlled by everyone and no one, this is going to be quite interesting and quite disruptive to how the AI economy is working now.
Exciting times. We're also here on day 2 of TNW Conference. What are your expectations from the event?
Well, I mean, TNW is always amazing combination of people, and I think it's never been a more exciting time to be talking about AI to this sort of, Web3 and just general advanced technology audience, because now everybody's interested in AI, and everyone's even interested in AGI and all the possibilities of real thinking machines. So, I mean, what I'm seeing is people's minds are a lot more open to radical ideas about the future than was the case even 2 or 3 years ago. And that's always a very interesting time. Like when people are a bit taken aback and confused, like what the hell's going on? Or do these technologies really exist? I mean, that's like a teachable moment for everyone to teach each other, right? Because everyone's mind is open. So it's a fun time to be doing this sort of event.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very happy you could join us here. Thank you very much, Ben.
Thank you.
Cheers.